Are we rolling now?
We're rolling. We're going.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. Good game.
Good game.
So we're gonna do a full playthrough of a game of Hex Barons with the new version 0.8 rule set. Very exciting. I'm gonna be playing the red side.
And I am going to be playing Drob, the black side. My name is Simon, by the way.
That's right. And I'm Malcolm. We are from Studio Tortu. And this is our beautiful little baby that we're so happy to put out in the world. So as we play, I guess we'll talk through certain rules so people who've never checked out anything about the game can still kind of follow along.
Yeah, so we have our squad sheets here, which has a list of units, which we will be selecting only 3 of from this selection. We also have a sigil card here. I have a trap.
And I have the biome portal. We can talk about those in more detail as we go through. So the size of squads is indicated on the scenario map. So these are custom scenario maps. You can make your own with the online map builder. The one we have here is called Skeldrift or
Skeldrift.
Rift or
Skeldrift.
Skeldrift. We're not totally sure.
These are crafting cards. As we play, there will be times we can change our deck and basically remove cards from our deck to take cards into our hands as we go along to get more powerful cards.
So the game is going to go to 3 victory points, which is indicated here. We're going to play to 1 less than this map is normally played at, so the game doesn't go as long as it normally would.
So that's each time we defeat a unit, we'll get 1 victory point. So speaking of units, we should pick our units.
Yeah, let's start. Okay, so the first thing we do in a game of Hex Barons is once we are set up like this, we'll choose our starting unit. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yes.
I think I will take him.
So each unit has its own special ability as well, and some of them start with different levels of power. They all default start at 6 power, except for the rogue, who uses a d4. Who starts at a 4. So I'm going to use a rogue. So I'm going to write their power in here, which represents the unit as well. So I have a rogue. I'm going to use a warrior who will start at a 6. And I will use a scout here as well. As a
scout. Okay. I'm going to go also with the rogue.
So these are out of play that we're not using currently.
Yeah. Who's
You're
my
also
D4.
using a rogue.
Yeah, so the power is indicated here with these little lightning bolts. So whenever a unit gets destroyed or defeated in battle in the game, it comes off the map and you scratch one of those out. So their maximum power goes down by 1 each time they get defeated. I'll also take my captain.
Should be noticed,
at 6.
We're using pencils as well because there'll be times that we'll be erasing things. And my ability here will even cause me to draw directly on the map.
Yeah, so yeah, let's talk about sigils before we get too far in. So sigils are one-time, like special use once you use them all in a game. Wait, let me start that over. So sigils are special power that you can use a limited number of times, which is indicated here. So I'm playing the biome portal, which lets me move to any hex of the same terrain type. So what that means is if I'm on a hill and I use my biome portal, I can teleport to any other hill. I can only do that 3 times.
So as you use them, you'll mark each usage off in this section. And as you see the full version of the game, there are many different sigils.
Yeah, so we just chose these 2 for fun.
Okay, well I guess we can pretty much start.
Wait, what's your sigil?
Oh yeah, my sigil, my trap. I'm using the trap, which actually operates very similar to this terrain tile, which is a bramble tile. So basically if an enemy enters it, they get 1 damage. So my troop, I can activate it and I'll actually draw the trap underneath and I will create a trap.
Actually this you can also, because it's a terrain type sigil, you can do it to an adjacent hex too. So you can throw a trap.
I can do this adjacent?
Yeah.
Can I trap a bramble?
You could, so that someone would take 2 damage on entering.
It should also be noted, you know, the map itself, there's a lot going on. But the actual terrain pieces, each piece offers a different, unique kind of rule set. You've got grass here that is nothing. Water does nothing to you if you're in it, but to get out of water requires 2 actions. How does swamp work, Malcolm?
Swamp is a -1 to either attacking or defending, but only melee attacks.
And on the other side of the swamp is the mountain, which adds +1 to attack and +1 to defense.
Yeah.
So swamp and mountain are like inverse. We have the hill, which only applies for a ranged unit. So it is it +1
Yeah.
to the attack for ranged? And then there's forest, which gives you is it a defense?
-3.
-3 defense buff when you're shot at.
Or +3.
+3.
Yeah.
And and we also have barriers here. So you cannot move through a barrier or attack through a barrier, but ranged can go over a barrier.
Yeah, and to move from a water tile to a non-water tile requires 2 move actions.
Unless you use a bump action
That's right.
and knock your friend onto safe land.
Okay, so really quick, on our turns, we'll have a hand of 3 cards, and we're gonna be able to take 2 actions. So those 2 actions are going to be either moving or attacking, either ranged or melee attack. And then there's other things in the game that require an activation. The only one we'll see in this game is the captain, who is this unit. And his ability lets me draw 1 card for each friendly adjacent unit. So I can draw up to 2 cards if I was in a formation like that. Other than that, the only other activation action we would see on a turn is when we use our sigils, which again, we're tracking here. So yeah, moving, attacking, pretty straightforward.
There's also the ally bonus, which is the only other kind of situational thing where if you have an allied unit adjacent to an enemy and you just for attack, if I make an attack, I'll get a +1 because of the adjacency. If for this situation, I would get +2.
All right, let's play.
Let's play.
Okay, stop. And I wonder too if you shouldn't be like, okay, so the goal of the game is this,
Right.
and like just broad strokes.
Okay, so how we're gonna win the game is by killing the other player's units in battle. And we're gonna play up to 3 kills, and then whoever gets 3 kills first is gonna win.
And that's going to be recorded on our sheet here. Every time you defeat a unit, you just write down a number, a victory point. First to 3 wins.
And you'll see how battle wins once we get into battle.
Yeah, and there's the ranged and melee as well, but it'll be very simple.
Yeah, it works the same way with different damage resolutions.
Should we
Okay,
roll?
are you ready to rumble?
Yeah, roll to see who starts.
Yeah, so highest number can go first. Oh, look at that. Beat that. You roll a 7. Okay, so that means I deploy first, which is a bit of a disadvantage in smaller maps especially. So when you're deploying, these are our deploy markers. It's on or adjacent to. So adjacent also includes the
This is a
spaces in
bizarre
front.
map, by the way. There's a lot of...
I know, I don't really know how this map is going to play out. We'll see.
Okay.
This is all a bit of an
You've
experiment.
got your ranged here, so I need to keep this in mind. So range can only work in a straight line to a distance of 2. So I need to try and also be careful not to be caught.
I mean, we're so far away at the beginning.
that's
It's
true.
like, you don't have to worry about me.
Oh, not yet. I think maybe I will... What's my strategy here? I don't have one, so let's just improvise.
That's a valid strategy.
Yeah, Hex Barons is always about improvisation. So I'm going to show you at home my hand, but not Malcolm. Don't look, Malcolm.
Okay, might as well. So we always maintain a hand of 3 cards.
The fighter jet.
Yeah, there's a fighter jet passing over. Shit is getting real. Okay, yeah, so we always maintain a hand of 3 cards, so that means whenever if we were to draw an extra card, we would have to discard down back to 3, and whenever we play a card, we draw back up to 3.
Yeah, and cards are only used in battle, and there's 2 types of cards. There's face cards and standard number cards, and each face card has its own little unique rule, which hopefully we'll see in play. So you're
Sure
starting,
will.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So the very first thing I'm going to do is a move, and I'm also going to bump. So one of the movement types in the game is if you move onto a space that's occupied by another unit, if the hex behind them is clear, you can bump them in that direction.
Yeah.
And that can be either you're bumping a friendly unit or an enemy unit. So I'm gonna bump my archer here.
So you get 2 actions, that was 1.
Yeah, and with my second action, I'm gonna keep him in position because he's my captain and he has the draw ability. So I always want to keep him kind of in range of my other 2 friendly units so that I can maximize my chance to draw cards.
So I have a choice here. I could maybe try and move around the back, but I'll have to contend with the water if I do. But you can use the bump to move units out of the water. But I also have a large forest here that can be quite helpful, including a brambles here. So I might actually... So I can move 2 hexes with my scout. So could I bump with my first action like this and then move my scout here?
Yeah, that's totally valid. So the only limitation with scout, he can move 2 hexes, but he can only bump once. So you couldn't bump.
I could not bump.
Well, also you can't bump him through a barrier.
Right. Well, I'm wondering if I want to put... See, if I were to move into this tile, because this unit can move twice, he would be in range of an attack.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Well, I'm thinking about it because I wouldn't mind having some access to certain things over here. So, we haven't mentioned it, but we have stress actions as well, where you can actually take damage to your units to perform extra actions, which I'm considering, but I don't think I will.
Already?
I was considering. I might actually jump this guy into the ocean as my next.
Okay.
As my next little movement. Maybe a bad movement. It is now your turn.
So the deal with him, he's a rogue unit, the D4, which probably looks weird to camera.
Oh yeah.
But it's a D4, and his special ability is that he can play 2 cards in battle. So he's lower powered. You'll see when we resolve battle, but battle is basically the current power of your dice, which is the dice face number and also recorded here, plus the card you play, plus any modifiers.
Yeah, so the rogue's a bit of a glass cannon.
Yeah, he's pretty intense. So even when defending, he still gets to play 2 cards. But just for fun, I think I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna get a +1 because I'm on a mountain, but you also have a +1. So going into battle, it's gonna be 7 versus 5, and you get to play 2 cards, and I get to play 1.
See, I don't really want to burn so many cards. So play up to. So
yeah, you
it's
don't have
May.
to.
Yeah.
So the way battle is going to resolve is we each choose a card from our hand, play it face down, simultaneously reveal, and the person with the higher total. So total means like your unit power plus the modifier plus your card. Whoever has a higher total wins. And because it's a ranged attack, will resolve if I am successful.
So
the damage will
our
resolve.
Modifiers at the moment, we each get a +1. So
yeah.
This guy is effectively a 5, and this guy's effectively a 7 right now.
Yeah. So whatever our cards are playing, we're adding to it.
I feel. See, I can either.
You can also not play a card.
Yeah. No, you must play a card. Right.
Oh, that's right. Well, in your case, I think we could make an exception.
Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna Hail Mary this and see what happens.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
So let's reveal. So I've played a queen and a 2 against a 5. So this is scary. So let's work out what your current power is. 6 plus
12.
7 plus 5 for 12. So I am 4 plus 1 plus 2. So I'm at 7, but the queen is a unique face card, and the queen roll 1d6 to determine this card's power.
Yeah.
The Queen's Scorn.
So one other detail about the queen is her interaction with the king card. The king card basically cancels all other cards that an opponent plays. So it's super powerful, except for the queen. The queen is the one card that's an exception.
She's the one who can keep the king in check. So I'm going to roll now. Let's see. I got to roll a 6, I guess. I rolled a 3.
So you're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
Against your, was it 12?
12.
Yes.
So I do 2 damage.
Well, because it's a ranged
that's
attack.
That's right.
Ranged attack only ever does 1 damage.
That's right.
So
I was getting too excited.
Yeah, so this guy now takes a damage. So the difference that was calculated is it was the difference between, normally in a melee attack, the victor is decided by whoever gets the most score, and then the damage
is
In a
the
melee
difference.
attack would be what is between.
Right. So if this was a melee attack exchange, which it wouldn't be able to because there's a barrier there, and I had 12 versus his 10, he would have taken 2.
So I'm going to
But because
reflect this on my current power now. So 3 on the dice and 3 here.
Yeah.
So this goes into my discard pile, and we always keep them face up because it's kind of, there's not a big deck, so you can kind of keep track
Yeah.
of what there is.
So
And
the
then-
more cards you've played, the easier it is for your opponent to kind of tell what's going on.
And so we always draw back to 3, so you maintain a hand of 3. Okay, so do you have one more action, or you moved?
That
and
was 2,
attacked?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm spent. Unless I wanted to stress.
I don't love
Which I don't.
what's happening here, so I might try for a melee attack here.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I have a scout that can move 2
Are you
spaces.
going to come in the brambles and get me?
Well, I could stand on a mountain and try and get you. But my hand is a little funky. So what I might
Funky.
do...
Funky.
1, 2. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my sigil. Sorry, it was off the table. Which is my trap. So now I'm going to mark a sigil use off here. And I'm actually going to draw underneath here a spiky trap. Boink, boink, boink. And then on top of that, I'm going to now perform a stress action. So I'm going to make this unit suffer 1 damage, bringing him down to 5. And I'm going to run away. And I'm going to run
Shit.
back here. Actually, no, there's a better way I could do this. Because this little guy, he's quite susceptible from these little plinks. So instead, I'm going to move here and I'm going to actually push him into safety.
All right. Yeah, so that really blocks off this area. Like, I'm either going to have to go in the water or, like, walk all the way around these brambles. I mean, I could also go through them, but that'd be kind of stupid. But first, I'm going to use his ability, which is to draw 1 card for each adjacent friendly unit. So I have
Which are
2
2.
adjacents. So I'm going to draw, and then I have to discard down to 3 cards.
So this is effectively like milling cards, isn't it?
And I will get rid of my
2 aces. They're
Yeah.
the 2 worst cards in his hand. So this is very scary for me. I know he doesn't have his 5, but I also know he doesn't have any aces. So it's all face cards. There's a 3, a 4, and a 2.
Yeah, you still don't really know what I have. Not yet.
Not yet.
After a few more interactions, you will.
Try and read your mind. So that was an action to perform that, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I could just take a pot shot at you. Why not? Just because you put yourself in harm's way, I'm going to try to harm you. So it's 7 versus 6. So we each play our card.
I'm getting poinked here.
Oh,
Don't
yeah?
have much hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So again, the queen is resolved by rolling a d6. So 3, so I'm at 10, but it's a ranged attack, so 1 damage.
So he comes down to 4. And I realized I had forgotten to represent the change on my scout. So he's now sitting at 4.
That's right. Anytime their current power goes down, record it on your sheet.
Okay, so we draw a new card.
Oh, now you're in trouble. Mind games.
I don't really want to get this. I want to get to you, but I don't want to get to you. That's one of the tough decisions. That archer is making my life miserable. If I want to get up to him, do I suffer damage from my only enemy units take damage off the trap? That's something.
Yeah, you can move through it all you want. So another thing to remember on this map is that the bump move, where you move into an adjacent unit hex, when you bump them, you can push them out of water, even though that normally takes 2 actions.
Well, I want to get out of range of that archer here, because I am not a fan. And I actually do have a technique that could maybe... This would be a funny maneuver. I wonder if this would... Well, the archer would still be in range. I'm sorry, I'm thinking things out. I could push him away, but then after that I'll still be in range. What I might do is start moving up my troops a little bit up the rear, but I'm trying to stay out of range of that archer there.
Well, you are kind of aquatic, so it makes sense that you'd be jumping in the lake.
I think that's all I'm doing. Look, you designed the game, so
So you're gonna let me win?
I'm gonna let you win.
Okay, go for it. Continue. Okay, it's my move. So
Because at the moment I'm being whittled down. I'm losing power.
yeah, just sitting there has not been beneficial. I mean, it's not like you were.
Well, I must say
camping
that when we were talking about setting up, you weren't going to take a rogue, and you took a rogue. So you've already been playing mind games with me. Cannot be trusted one bit.
Well, I want to get him in front,
Just put him there.
so
You can't. Though you do have a biome.
I think my turn is probably just going to be that. 'Cause it might not be ideal, but I think it puts me in a better position.
This is such a spot. If you sat
I know.
here, you would get a lot of action on you.
Yeah, I know. There's not a lot of options because this barrier, the brambles right next door.
I might try and run my little friend around the back. I'm kind of skirting around things here.
You mean your
Oh, I
scout?
was thinking about whether or not I want to run him around the back. See, he will come into range here. See, there's a barrier here, so the fight can't happen between these two.
Right, but he's vulnerable to it,
I could try and push him out of the water, but then he'll take 1 damage as he...
and he would be in range.
And he would be in range. And then I might... This doesn't... Yeah, right, that's not ranged defense, is it?
No, that's a +1 to ranged attack.
Well, I might actually throw him there and see what happens. So we're now adjacent, so this is when melee combat could commence if Malcolm was so greedy.
I might be... Oh, this is tough.
It is tough, but I know he doesn't have his 5, he doesn't have his queen.
I think I'm going to use his ability just to draw a new card.
Oh. This ain't good.
Well, it ain't great either. And then I'm going to do a cowardly retreat.
Okay. Okay. Would an ally bonus work through a barrier?
Sure. If that's your thing.
You have a king in your hand. You've got 1 card not there. It's got to be a king. It's just
So right now,
gotta be.
Simon knows that I have access to a 3, a jack, a king, and a 4. Because that's the composition of our decks upon loadout.
I might try and... I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. I want to do a lot of things. I have great ambitions.
You have to pick one.
I know, I have great ambitions. They're not as likely to happen. See, I could maybe try... So because the scout can move 2 hexes, a single move can move out of water, can't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so exactly. You could like move there and then there with your 2 actions, or into the swamp.
Just for
Or you can move there and
just
then
to
bump.
speed things along, it might be worth me acting strangely aggressive. Well, you would get a plus. They're all sitting on mountains too, which gives them a +1 each. Here's a 4. That would give an adjacent bonus. Here's a 6. Here's a 3. Here's a 3. Here's a 6. He's on a mountain.
Well,
here's a 7. But if I attacked him with him, I would get an ally bonus, and he would be a 4 versus a 6.
Plus 2 cards.
Plus 2 cards.
Well, 4 versus
But
7.
the turn after that, I would be very susceptible to a horrible attack.
Yeah, I think you need a setup turn.
Yeah. I don't
To get in a better
love
position.
having to do that.
Yeah, but don't forget you can bump me too.
Yeah. I'm just thinking this guy is likely to take more shots and just whittle me down.
I know, it's hard to deal with.
And this bramble is really preventing things from happening for me. Okay, I need to move things along here. I'm going to actually throw my boy here.
Okay.
And
Are you stressing?
Well, that was one action.
Oh, right.
And then I might... Let's try and just kind of split you up a bit. I'm going to move that there, and then I'm going to move him there with his...
Interesting.
So if I can just kind of push you around and break things up a little bit.
Yeah. So one thing we haven't mentioned is the warrior's ability, which is when he attacks, he can't be dealt damage back. So normally in the game, when you're attacking, either the attacker or defender can take damage. So if you're attacking, it's no guarantee that you're not going to be smacked in melee combat. In ranged combat, it's just a miss if you lose. So he's pretty intense because you can just attack willy-nilly and never worry about getting smacked back.
You're going to get smacked if you don't take a turn.
Well, I think maybe he's the juicy target. I will move
See,
there.
That's a painful little... that's a painful how do you do.
And he gets to play 2 cards. He's a 4 plus 1 for the allied bonus. So he's 5 versus 4.
Okay, I want to stop you there. Pause your thoughts. This card is good.
Red Lorry, yellow Unique New York. Unique New York. I'm not a feather plucker, I'm the feather plucker's son. I'm only plucking feathers. Okay.
Okay, action.
We all warmed up,
Yeah. Okay.
lubricated, the pipes are clean.
What action are you trying to do here?
Okay, on my turn, I'm going to attack with my rogue, who can play 2 cards. I get a bonus, so it's 5 versus 4 on your lonely little dude.
He's not lonely, he's got friends having a swim.
Not in his own neighborhood, he doesn't. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Oh.
The king!
Okay, so a little bit of information about these cards. So the king, as we mentioned, cancels all the cards that the opponent plays with the exception of the queen. The jack, when not canceled, will take 1 damage to the unit, and then they have to show their hand of cards.
Basically, your pants fall down, you take a damage, you show your, you show your cards, and you run away.
That's
so
right.
this is very bad for me.
This is called shameful retreat in terms of like ability.
See, if the king wasn't there, I would be fine. But as of right now, I am not fine.
Yeah, so this is 5 plus 3 is 8. I'm dealing 8 versus 4.
He takes...
So he's dead. He's
So
dead.
he takes 4 damage, right? Because
Yeah.
of the difference.
So that means he's killed.
So he is removed. Pop, 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 pop. He returns to my supply.
Yeah. So what happens when a unit is defeated like that in battle? I get 1 victory point, which I mark here
On your
on my
sheet.
squad sheet. We have the victory point area.
And my scout, because he's being killed, I'm going to have to mark off one of these little power symbols, which represents that his total, his max power, his max power has now been reduced from 6 to 5. But
So, yeah, but now you can craft a card
this
when
will
it's your
give
turn.
me access, well actually these are my cards, to potentially crafting. So have you redrawn to 3 cards?
No. So that was my first action on the turn. So next I need to redraw to 3, which is going to trigger a redraw of my deck. So you want to take one last look at what's here because it'll tell you what's in my hand, sort of.
Well, provided
2 of my cards.
provided that my brain worked that well that I could follow. Yeah.
Well, for
it's
the
probably
people
a
playing
4.
along at
It's
home-
either a 4 or it's it's a jack.
Yeah, which means that's what I have.
He has a 4 and a jack, and something else will come.
Yeah, so I draw, that triggers the redraw, so I shuffle.
Don't love the 4. Oh, by the way.
Speaking of 4, is that what's going on? Okay.
I've got
So
nothing
with
but
my-
6s.
My second action.
That was 1 action? This guy's cheating.
I'm gonna move him there.
What? Where? You want to move him there? We should have put a graveyard on this map. It's going to take me so long to get back down there.
Yeah. Your boy
Okay,
is
so this
farther.
is a situation where, see, if I deploy now, that'll give me access to crafting, but I have to use the cards in my hand in order to craft. If the cards in my hand are not appropriate for crafting, it might be worth not redeploying.
Well, let's also talk through crafting. So how crafting works is you're basically trading cards in your hand for one of the sideboard cards.
Equal to or greater than the value.
Yeah, so up to 2 cards. You can't discard 3 cards, and you basically swap them in. So let's say I had a 4 and a 1, and I wanted to take the 5. I would put the 4 and the 1 from my hand, 5 into the discard pile, and then that 5 is going to be available in your hand when your deck cycles.
But also one face card can be traded for any one of these cards.
That's right.
That's the or. I'm just going to play recklessly because I feel reckless. So
feeling lucky?
I'm feeling lucky punk. We're going to punch out of the water. We're going to punch out at this guy because I'll get the ally bonus from him here. So there's only a 3 against a 6 with a plus 1.
7.
A 7. So he becomes a 4 because that plus.
4 versus 7. So it is worth mentioning ally bonuses are ally attack bonuses, not defense bonuses. So even though I have an adjacent archer,
Play your card.
well, you know, people need to know.
No one needs to
The
know
people
this.
want to know.
No one wants to know. They want to know how badly you're about to die.
So you're playing.
We
2
need
cards.
revenge for the scout.
So you've likely got a king. Well, maybe you have a king. So if you have a king, then what I'm going to play is
But you don't know that. I have
I don't
3 other cards
Well-
out of play.
plan for the worst, hope for the best. Okay. Hui. Oh God.
So we have a
Oh,
similar
God.
situation where the king is going to cancel that jack. So now we're looking at a 5 plus my
4. So you're
4.
at 9, and I was at 7.
So
So he
we
takes 2.
we did damage, guys. We've finally done it.
You're on the
We're
board.
on the board. Except next round we're in a whole lot of trouble. But the good thing is I get to draw 2 cards now, which my deck is now in my hand. Malcolm, in theory, knows exactly what
What do
I
you mean
have.
in theory? I exactly know what you
In
have.
theory, if Malcolm's brain can handle this information, he knows what is in my hand.
Well, you haven't crafted yet,
So I've used 2 actions. I could maybe run away.
but you have an ace. So why wouldn't you have an ace and a 3
Deploys can only
and a
happen
4?
at the start.
No, it's anytime
I could free action
It's
deploy
optional.
right now.
free deploy. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do that now, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So I'm going to now, do I craft before deploy?
Yeah.
Okay, so before my boy goes on the board, I'm going to burn a 3 and an ace equaling 4 to take this 4, which now enters my discard. And because I only have 1 card, I have to shuffle to draw my other 2. So hopefully we get that 4 and that king back.
Which obviously gives him less cards to shuffle through to cycle his deck. So not
Yeah.
only do you have more powerful cards, but you're going to get them more frequently.
Oh, I got nothing but 5s and 6s, 7s and kings.
Holy shit, he drew an 8?
Yeah, there was an 8 in my hand.
So now you
my
got
deck.
to deploy your guy.
And I can move him in adjacent. The good thing is he can run pretty fast as a scout.
Yeah.
So he comes in as a 5, not a 6.
Yeah, so that's on your sheet. Oh, I forgot to record the damage as well.
Clap your hands above your head. That's one of our house rules, is when you make a rules faux pas, you must
Oh. How did he go down to 4?
probably did something good at some point that I don't remember.
I guess you'd already done damage. Unless I bumped the dice during one of our breaks.
In your dreams.
Cheater!
Well, he started at 4. No, I definitely hit. I think I punched that guy. I'll watch the footage back. I'm sure.
Yeah, check the tapes.
Okay, if that was a bump, I'm very sorry.
I'll stop you there. Pause your thoughts. This card is
Unique New York. I'm not a feather clutter.
Check the tapes.
Okay, if that was a bump, I'm very sorry.
But we're gonna just keep going. So, one thing to mention is like when you're redeploying after a unit has been defeated in battle, there is a terrain type called a graveyard, which would let you redeploy on or adjacent to it.
Which
so
is not present.
Yeah, we don't have one in the map, but it's a fun addition to the map. Like if there was a graveyard here, he could come back right in the middle of the
graveyard.
Yeah. So if you're building a map at home with the online map builder, you could build a map that's all graveyards. And what would happen? I don't know.
The game would not be very fun.
It would break. Okay, I'm gonna move here and attack.
So this is a horrible situation. He's got a +3 from the agency. Well, oh yeah, +2, but +3 with the mountain.
So he's at 7. +2 cards.
The good thing is this boy is a rogue, so I get 2 cards to play.
Actually, I'm not sure about this.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
You know what? No, I am not attacking. I'm choosing the path of peace, and I'm gonna draw a card. That's what Captain Kuzo says here.
Choose the path of peace?
Yeah. Okay. And I could stress to attack. Do I go for blood? Okay, I'm going for the jugular.
Well, what happened to the peace thing?
That was a turn ago.
Oh, not even.
That was an action ago.
You stressed him out. Look.
Things move quickly in
Hex Barons.
Skeldrift.
All right, go for it. So let's see what you got.
We should call the game that, and then no one would know how to say it, and no one would remember what it's called either.
Can you play that game?
Okay, so 3. Skull. I think it's Norwegian. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's at 6. You're at 3.
He's at 3, and he's soggy in the water.
Yeah. So 6 versus 3, 2 cards each. This is gonna be.
Oh, this is gonna be brutal.
Mess.
Oh, the
king. So 10. So he's dead.
He's dead. So basically, I would have been in a powerful situation, but of course, the king that never is always in your hand.
Well, that's what I drew.
Oh, yeah.
So my whole ploy
Watch the
paid
tape.
off.
They're up his sleeves.
Under the hat.
Okay, this boy dies. Good night, sweet rogue.
So I get another victory point.
I mark off one of his things. Here, his max powers. He goes down to 3 as max.
cut.
No! Father will permit drinking!
Well, I'm giving my permission. You're gonna lose if you don't mess up your head a little bit.
Right.
Okay, came in.
And action! My rogue! How could you?
Okay.
Are you doing another thing?
No.
So I'm in a bad spot. You got 2 victory points, I got none. I mean, look, but you designed the game and you put in that special rule that if your name starts with M, you
So I've been cheating the whole time.
Been cheating the whole time. Now what?
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh,
yeah,
great. Well,
oh, great.
That's not too bad actually, because we have a couple tricks up our sleeve. Maybe. We're going to run our boy over here. We're just gonna run him in just to get him out of the way so that we can deploy our little man here, which
is
opens up the crafting. I'm gonna burn a jack and take a 5. But these cards are out of hand at the moment.
Yeah, but you get through it so fast when you've crafted a couple cards.
I have one more action.
So this means currently your deck is composed of 1 ace, a 2, Queen, king. 4, 4, 5, 5. Jesus.
Thank you, Rain Man. Okay.
46.15192304. 2304.
That's amazing. I mean, that is amazing. He should work for NASA or something like that.
Okay. I need to run away. I think. Or no, I need to get it together. I need to just slowly get it together. I'm losing it. I'm losing it emotionally, and I'm losing the game. It's these bloody water. I'm just like sloshing around in here. Who designed this map?
Present.
Well, unfair advantage there. Design the game, design the map. It's only going to make my victory that much sweeter.
Well, I'm gonna bump move there, and then I'll use his ability to draw. Because my hand was not very good.
A 2 and an ace. It was not good. So I should, in theory, know exactly what Malcolm has. He has a queen. He has a 3. And he has a queen and a 3 and a 5. Queen and a 3 and a 5. Queen and a 3 and a 5. Queen and a 3 and a 5.
Which is not
Queen
that
and
bad.
a 3 and a 5. A queen and a 3 and a 5.
Except I wish I had the king.
A queen and a 3 and a 5. A queen and a 3 and a 5.
We're gonna edit all this, right?
Well, if you got a queen, a 3 and a 5.
That's a, oh right, it's yours.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's yours.
Hold on a second.
You set that trap.
King. Oh, I don't want to spoil too much about what my.
Except you just told me you had a king.
Kings cannot cancel a queen. Is what I was.
Why would that matter?
King and a queen and a 5.
Oh my god. It's like playing with a 3-year-old.
Well, you have to still get the roll on the queen. You know, we could. Well, I would be at a 6 if I moved there to attack you. You would be at a 4.
Yeah.
My chances of success are not great under those circumstances. I should have taken a ranged unit is what I should have taken.
Well, if you can get the allied bonus.
Yeah. It's true that this guy, it might be worth.
Yeah, attack with him. He has like no
take
risk.
Defense.
Yeah, good idea.
But do I want to attack the guy who can throw out 2 cards?
Well, you know what I have.
Yeah, but
So-
I'm not smart enough to utilize that information.
Well, I can't cancel anything you play. And, like, you know what I have, right? You remember?
Okay, talk me through this. What do you think I should do?
Well, I wouldn't attack me right now with 2 cards. I mean, if you have a king, which I guess you told me you did, then I still wouldn't.
My trap isn't helping me much here.
Yeah, I haven't even used my biome portal. But yeah, I would maybe.
But a 6 to a 5.
No, I think maybe this is more of like a structural turn for you.
Yeah, I think I maybe need to just
Yeah.
get my boys in position.
Threaten.
Well, you know what I could do, actually, because he does a double move. I could actually push
Oh yeah.
him up onto the mountain. So maybe that's an idea. And we'll deal with the consequences later. As
It
I
was a
live-
thing.
Yeah, as I live my life, I will worry about this in the future.
So.
Well,
I get
actually, wait. If I stressed him, I would be
Which him?
6. Him,
Him?
this him. You couldn't deal damage on defense. So I'm going to, because I'm losing here, right?
Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
So I'm going to stress him and attack. So he is a 5, 6, 7 against a 5.
7v5.
But I can make you burn your queen. Yes.
So you're gonna cancel.
But I'm burning a king, but I'm going to shuffle my deck.
Why do you keep telling me what you're gonna play? You're
Well,
making this game.
you already know this, or is that what I'm doing? Oh, actually, that's what I'm gonna do.
Play your king.
You have stepped into my trap.
My web of deceit grows ever thicker. So if you're gonna play your king, and you're 7 and I'm 5, you're gonna deal me 2 damage.
See, all of my strength is mainly living out here. But you also have your...
If you're trying to make me burn my queen, I don't know. That's weird. You know what? Let's go. Oh.
So, I did work, right?
Your mind games?
Yeah.
No,
No.
didn't work.
Well, I still dealt damage to you.
It's true.
By how much? 5, 6, 7 against your
10.
2 damage, right?
Yeah. Because I was at 5. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what? 5? Did I?
5,
I think my
6,
math was
7.
horrible. 6, 7 versus
5.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
do
2
2
damage.
damage.
So he's down to 2.
We haven't seen anyone on 1 health yet, which would give them the... What's it
Oh,
called?
right. The desperation bonus.
Desperation bonus, where you get +1 card that they can play.
Yes, so viewers at home.
Oh, wow!
If ever a unit gets down to 1, they get a desperation bonus, which means they can play 2 cards in combat. Or an extra card. Sorry, that's the official wording. Because in the case of the rogue, who can already play 2, he goes up to 3. So I need to cycle. Do you want to have one last look?
What do I care?
Well, I'm not going to
I play
remember.
on instinct.
I'm not going to remember in 2 minutes.
I play on instinct, not on thought. He drew a queen. Showed them, right? He just drew a queen. I was right, right?
You sound like my dad.
Instinct.
Instinct, not thought. That's what he always used to tell me. Okay, my turn.
It is your turn.
My turn. Okay, well, I'm going to hit him and end the game.
In your dream.
4, 5 versus 5. And I can play 2 cards. And this is the end of the game, my friend.
This may very well be the end of the game.
I think it is.
It's the end of the game.
So I have to roll a 1.
Oh, actually?
Well, yeah.
Okay, roll it over here so we can really see.
So if I roll a 5 or a 6, he's dead and I win. Otherwise, we keep going. One with the queen.
The most painful way to lose. And that's your extra last victory point, so mark that down.
Good game. I didn't even use my sigil.
Yeah, too bad about all the cheating, though. Very good game, very fun game, actually. I would pay much money for this. All right, that was it. Also, I just want to say, Hex Barons has comics and lore.
Yeah.
Rich comics and rich lore that's only going to expand and grow.
And the rule book is full of artwork. We put so much love and time into this thing, so I hope you spend time with it and love it as much as we did.
And also, if you play it and test the game and find any thing that's broken or breaks the game, please join the Discord and give us feedback so that we can fix it.
Exactly. Yeah, we want this game to be like the best thing on the planet.
It needs a community and it needs players, because we don't know what you guys are going to make, what maps. What
I can only beat
scenarios.
Simon so many times before it starts to get old. So someone out there, please get good at this game. And
Or stay bad so I can beat you.
All right, cool.
Cut.
There we go.